Hello everyone and welcome to Bangkok. We are on an impromptu 5-day vacation here, and while I don't usually do travel vlogs, this time I thought of sharing some glimpses of our trip along with a few tips and pieces of advices in case you're planning to visit Bangkok soon. We are traveling with some friends, and the cherry on cake is that my sister-in-law lives here too. So I'm looking forward to a more relaxed and easygoing holiday. The last time I visited Bangkok was back in 2018, but I couldn't explore much since Rutvi was just 1.5 years old. We had spent more time in Phuket and Krabi than in Bangkok itself. So this time the plan is simple. Just stay in the city and soak in some proper city life. We landed in Bangkok in afternoon and checked into our hotel after a 2.5 hour time difference, which meant we were already past lunchtime. We stayed at a hotel called Rembrandt, located in the heart of the city. Many malls are just walking from here, making it super convenient. After checking in, we had a quick lunch and got ready for our evening excursion. Something Karthik had pre-booked from India through an app called Klook. So, day one's first outing, Asiatic, the riverfront and an evening dinner cruise. Let me tell you, Klook is amazing. You can browse all the touristy options in one place and booking is super quick and secure. Of course, we also consulted my sister-in-law since she's a local and has explored pretty much every place around. The place itself is beautiful with such a lively and vibrant vibe. There are tons of little shops for touristy shopping and lots of eateries offering Asian cuisine. Even if you are not doing the cruise, just visiting Asiatic is a fun experience on its own. The idea behind the dinner cruise was simple. First, to have a relaxing evening after a long travel day. Second, to get a taste of local cuisine all under one roof. And lastly, to enjoy Bangkok's night vibes from the water. And honestly, the cruise was totally worth it. As soon as we boarded, they served the vegetarian meal directly to our table. The non-veg items, salad and desserts were set up buffet style, but the veg meal was served individually. I was pleasantly surprised by the variety, and though I was a bit skeptical at first, the food turned out to be absolutely delicious, especially the soup. The salted mushroom weren't really my thing, but the authentic Thai curry was amazing. And if you're wondering where the kids were, Karthik totally takes over when we travel. He keeps me completely hands-free. Everyone has their own way of expressing love, and I think this is his love language. So, while Karthik was busy trying to feed the kids, I was happily relishing my meal. Good food, a stunning night view, and some great music. Honestly, just what we needed after a long day of travel. Once we were done eating, we headed straight to the dessert counter. I tried everything, but the moment I spotted pandan noodles with coconut milk, I was hit with the wave of Malaysian memories. Karthik and I used to love that dessert, especially for its sweet coconutty flavor. After that, we moved to upper deck, enjoyed the cool breeze and city lights, and of course, clicked a lot of pictures. The cruise was such a perfect break from the everyday routine. Beautiful view, good food, lovely music, and just all around good vibes. The next day was dedicated to kids' activities, and our first stop was Sea Life Aquarium. But honestly, not just for kids, this place is like an underwater fantasy world, even for grown ups. I'll show you glimpses of what all you can find here. And if you are visiting Bangkok with kids, this place is definitely a must visit. I have been to Singapore Aquarium and this one is quite comparable. There were all kinds of sea creatures showcased in such a fascinating way that even if marine life isn't your thing, you would still pause to watch and read about them.
What is that fish? Why are they called lionfish? Does it look like lion?
There was literally jumping around with excitement, while Ruthvi was super engaged. She absolutely loved it. There were also live feeding sessions for penguins and sharks, which were among our favorite parts.
See what are those? What are those moving? Jellyfish. Why are they moon jellyfish?
Small fish with a hard bone and it can taste hotter.
2 hours just flew by. I had carried some snacks for the kids, so I kept feeding them along the way to avoid any hangry meltdowns. Since the aquarium is inside a mall, we decided to have lunch at the food court there. Finding vegetarian food was a bit of a struggle, but thankfully we found veg burgers at Burger King and wrapped up with a quick lunch. Next, we visited Madame Tussauds, which was in the adjacent mall. Honestly, I wasn't sure if the kids would enjoy it, but they surprised me. I think they enjoyed it even more than I did. They had so much fun watching their favorite celebrities and reading little snippets in the museum. The museum is nicely divided into different sections from global celebrities and sports personalities to film stars. And seeing these lifelike wax figures was such a cool experience. That is मोदी जी नहीं है वो अमिताभ बच्चन है.
Don't take that, Shahrukh Khan.
All in all, it was a day well spent. Since the kids were tired, we took it easy for the evening. Just chilled by the pool and relaxed at the hotel. The next day was all about sightseeing. For me, doing a bit of touristy stuff is a must in any city. We planned to visit a few temples in Bangkok. Although it was cloudy, the humidity was at its peak. I started the trip with my hair down, but within 5 minutes of stepping out of the cab, it was tied up in a bun. Our first stop was Bangkok Grand Palace. It was beautiful and also has a temple of Emerald Buddha inside. By the way, if you plan to visit temples in Bangkok, the first rule is cover your body completely, shoulders to ankles. Otherwise, you'll have to buy a cover up on the spot, which, in my opinion, was not worth the money. The most striking part is you can see the entire Ramayana depicted in murals here. These murals are painted all over the temple and was very beautiful. I was honestly amazed by the detailings. We used Google Translate to understand the text and it all started making sense. It really added depth to the experience.
So we go and eat.
After temple visit, we took a quick break and had the sweetest coconut water I have tasted in months. Trust me, it was a much needed refreshment, especially with the heat. Our next stop was the reclining Buddha temple. The kids didn't want to get out of the car, so Karthik stayed back with them while I went in. The huge sleeping Buddha statue was absolutely mesmerizing. Definitely worth the visit. By this time, it was almost lunch. I was seriously missing my Indian tadka. I am someone who only feels truly satisfied with dal and chapati, no matter how many times I eat in a day or wherever I am. So today I genuinely wanted to be back to my Indian taste buds. So we found a lovely little Indian restaurant nearby. The owner was super sweet and the thalis were served with so much love and warmth. When it comes to food, we usually go by the online reviews, and like always, reviews did not disappoint. This was one of those meals that leave you full and content with zero guilt.
Select कर लो सब select कर ठीक है.
These days, I've been starting my mornings with workouts, and the hotel had such a great gym that I couldn't skip it. While the kids were sleeping, I did squeeze in an hour session, and honestly, I am loving this change in myself. There is still a long way to go, but I can feel my strength building day by day. After 2 days of exploring the city, today kicked off with a shopping spree. By now, we were done with Bangkok's traffic, so we opted for bikes using the Grab app, which turned out to be the smartest choice. Grab is an amazing app where you can book cabs, bikes, or even order food. We did some mall hopping since many malls are located close to each other. My first stop was Central World, where I found a great collection across multiple brands. Then I headed to Platinum Fashion Mall, which had a ton of locally sourced items, very budget friendly. Bangkok also has a lot of first copies of big brands, but I'm not someone who's into brands or dupes, so that section wasn't really for me. But my best finds were at a store called December's inside Platinnum Mall. The collection was super attractive and the prices were very reasonable. I didn't get to film much here because, well, I got way too carried away with shopping. I have shopped in Bangkok before too, and the real difference lies in the style, fit, and quality. The garments last and still look fabulous even after years. Walking around the market was honestly so much fun. Then I stopped at Moshi Moshi, which is kind of like Miniso, but even more affordable. I picked up some cute stationery items for the kids from there. Now, Bangkok is also famous for its night markets, so we had to check one out. The kids stayed at my sister's place, and Karthik and I headed out to explore Jot Fairs, a vibrant night market. While the shopping was fun, I absolutely loved the food stalls and the overall vibe of the market. After exploring a few shops, I moved on to the food stalls and tried some local delights. If you are a non vegetarian and love seafood, this place is heaven. But I stuck to banana pancakes, boba tea, and of course, mango sticky rice. The energy of the night market was just so infectious. It felt like I hadn't stepped out like this in ages. After walking around for a while, I was really hungry, so I had tofu pad thai with mango slush. The pad thai had rice noodles, fried tofu, and lots of sauces and seasonings. And I loved topping it with sprouts and crushed peanuts. It was just so good. After 3 days of non stop walking, I knew I needed a relaxing foot massage. So that's exactly how I ended the night. The next day was our last day in Bangkok. More than me, Karthik was keen on visiting the local supermarket, so we went to Big C, which was close to my sister's place. And honestly, I'm so glad he took me there because what even is a Southeast Asian trip without bringing back home some flavors? We didn't have a lot of time, so we were literally hopping aisles trying to conquer this supermarket as quickly as we could. First thing I picked up, the famous condensed milk tube. It's used in everything here, so it had to be in my cart. Then I grabbed some matcha latte powder for days when I want a change from regular coffee. Karthik picked up some Thai coffee blends. We had tried some earlier on the trip and loved them. I love grocery shopping, and this place felt like a paradise. I was going all out until Karthik reminded me of our weight restrictions on the flight. So we switched to strategy mode. Gather everything first and then shortlist what we really needed. I will definitely do a mini haul once I get back home to show you what all I brought from here. I did not want to go overboard with snacks, but Karthik wanted to try some local flavors, so we picked a few popular ones. And then I visited my favorite section, the noodles and sauces. I picked up rice noodles, vermicelli, and a variety of sauces. The choices were overwhelming, but now that I know what I like, I'm going to ask my sister to keep sending more next time she visits India. Last stop was the kitchen aisle, and there was nothing that was new at that end. But being a lefty, I was thrilled to find a left handed peeler. I had used one years ago during my Malaysia days and have missed it ever since. This time, I wasn't leaving it behind. We checked out quickly, and before wrapping up the trip, Karthik and I wanted to try a couple of more local eats. So, first thing was I tried this black bean paste bao. It was warm, chewy, and mildly sweet. Will I try it again? Probably not. It was a bit too glutinous for me. Then I tried a matcha green tea with cocoa flavor, and wow, it was amazingly good. The balance of matcha with cocoa and the sweetness with condensed milk was perfect. Throughout our trip, I tried so many coffees, bubble teas, and milk teas. Definitely something I'll miss about Bangkok. It was finally time to wrap up, and this trip was truly unforgettable. I'm so thankful Karthik pushed me for this holiday because every single day here was pure joy. If there is one takeaway from this holiday, then it is don't let your daily routine trap you. Traveling gives you the break you didn't even realize you needed. It breaks monotony, brings joy, and provides that much needed refreshment. I hope you enjoyed this travel vlog. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Join me on Instagram for more behind the scenes moments, and I'll see you in the next vlog, pretty much with a Bangkok haul, very soon.